It is. It's podcast day. We're excited. We're digging out there. What have we got? Ooh, yeah.
Dude, it's fucking podcast day.
Takes you back to that time when you remember what you were doing when you first listened to that album, or
What is going on, you champions? That's right. Yes.
What up?
Podcast day. Two dudes talk music. Yes, and stew. I've been stewing on this shit all day.
What is going on?
Yes.
It's that time. It's that time. Podcast time. Yeah, spill the beans, man. Spill the beans. We want it. We want this, the exclusive details.
Mate,
What is going on?
mate.
Hopefully this is working. We had 7 viewers before this all went to the hell to high water.
Yeah, if there's any audio issues or anything, let us know. Hopefully,
Yeah,
you can hear us.
we can work through this. We can work through
it.
this together.
But no, man, I'm all right. Don't panic that the studio looks a bit more bare bones behind me than normally. I've got
Full audio
I've
on both the computer
some-
and the phone.
Cool. I've got some people coming in a couple of days to clean the carpets, so I've had to clearing everything out for that, so they can, which basically means disassembling almost the entire studio and, unrunning all my fucking cables and shit,
Oh,
which is going to be a pain in the ass.
all the real fun already on Twitch. H Gingers, how you going, mate? Crave shirt. Yes, the Crave shirt's
Twitch
rocking
H
out
Gingers,
tonight.
welcome
Yes,
back.
it is.
And we're going to give a bit of love to Not Acid Nor Alkaline and Bambima23, who have followed us over the last few days.
Welcome to the
Much
family.
love. Thank you so much for the follow. Everyone that's watching, if you want to jump in the chat, jump in the chat.
Let
It's
us
gonna
know how
be a
this
good one.
audio's going.
Yes. We're trying some new things, trying some new formats, so there may be some issues, but if you don't let us know, then we don't know that they're there. So definitely drop us in the chat if there's any problems, or if you've got any questions for our guest today, because, oh, baby, this is a good one. We've been looking forward to this. We have really been looking forward to this.
Clip.
We have, hey, here we go. Not Acid Nor Alkaline. Keen ads for the stream.
Yes.
Thank you for jumping in the chat. You are an absolute legend.
Get in trouble
So-
for being out on this one.
Let's get to our guests tonight. They are one of the best Brisbane metal bands, probably one of the best Australian metal bands going at the moment. If you're not paying attention to what they're doing, sort your fucking life out. We have
Yeah,
the
get on
boys
it.
from DISKUST. How you doing, fellas?
What is cracking?
What's up?
Bloody
man?
good.
Fucking been
Bloody
excited.
good.
for
And the
this.
crowd goes wild.
Mate, 100%.
excited.
Oh, mate, congratulations on such an awesome release with
Thank you.
Never Have I Ever.
Thank you.
Very much congratulations.
Oh, thanks,
It goes-
boys.
It goes fucking hard. It goes fucking hard. I love it. I genuinely love it. I know that obviously being a masked band, there's the Slipknot comparison's a common thing, but even just musically and genuinely, I get that kind of Iowa era Slipknot energy from that song, and
Yeah, 100%.
it's just fucking headbanging, and it just Every
It's a
time I
journey.
put
I guess
it
we
on, it
needed
just makes me
something.
wanna
We
jump the
hadn't-
fuck around.
Yeah, we hadn't released anything for a year. So, it was more a thing of letting let the fans know that we're still around, and, our next releases, what's to look forward to for. So it was, we needed something to say, hey, we're still here, and I think
We've
it's done
been
it.
been working. We've been working.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've been
and-
busy.
Absolutely, and it shows, it pays off definitely. So on that, I mean, is it safe to say that this is indicative of the direction that the band is going musically going forward?
Yeah, I would say so in terms of definition of everything.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Production wise, professional wise, all that. Everything that you hear in Never Have I Ever, we're really just trying to step our game up. That's the new standard for us. So yeah.
and it shows. It
Massive.
really does. I
Massive.
mean, it's definitely a step up from the previous stuff. Not that the previous stuff was bad necessarily, but this feels like a whole new level professionally. It just sounds, everything just sounds a lot tighter, a lot louder, like production wise and mastering wise. So,
Yeah, I think we feel the same way.
and everything
Yeah,
about
I
it
think
just punches you in the face. It's great.
Yeah, I think this is probably, in my opinion, like the songs that we kind of have released previously, although really really good, I don't think they've captured that sort of energy that the band has, as well as what Never Have I Ever does. Because like often when people kind of see us live or whatever, it's very interactive and high energy from the get go. Not necessarily get that from the songs on a record, but this one I think, like from the opening riff to the drums that go through, it's just like, fuck, this is fast, it's heavy. Definitely a step up.
And I gotta show some love for Bones as well. The fucking like the bass tone on this shit.
Yeah.
Solid as fuck. Solid as fuck. Loving that shit.
As a bassist yourself.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I can't, I can't go to, no one loves a bass player, so we gotta show
don't get enough
love to each other.
They move in flocks, mate. They move in flocks.
Give him some, but not too much.
No.
Birds of a feather.
Yeah, bin chickens.
So is this was this new song Never Have I Ever, was that recorded in like the same sessions as some other stuff that's going to be coming out down the line? Was this recorded as like a standalone thing? You got more recordings stuff planned later on? Like what's the process around that?
So Trotter went in and did drums for 4 songs.
Yep.
Drums wise. So we've got another 3 in the chamber essentially. Well, the rest of us just have to catch up. But we're thinking at the moment that Never Have I Ever is going to be standalone. Just something to show that we've been working, and the next stuff will be towards an album or an EP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Really loving that.
We'd had a bunch of kind of demos recorded for quite some time. And I think, was it March or April, we all got together for sort of like a weekend away and smashed them all out over a weekend at a kind of musicians retreat, you'd call it, in northern New South Wales. So we basically cemented what the songs were, and then progressively now recording them as they go, sort of thing. Yeah.
In terms of the new tracks, even when I laid the drums for the new tracks, man, when I was recording them, even then I was getting the same feeling that I got from Never Have I Ever. I was actually playing them and like, I finish a take and I'll just be like, holy fuck. Like, they're going to be kick-ass, man. They're going to be good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Every
You got something good going when you're like feeling that way about your own material.
Yeah,
It's not always easy when you hear it day in, day out.
And we're super happy that it's that like all the compliments and the comments that people are making is really reflecting how we felt about it. This is next level. For us, this is everything that seems to be being said so far, with energy and all that sort of stuff. It's like, that's exactly what we were going for. So we're glad that it's transposing.
Well, I even saw a comment
awesome.
on the old socials, and I loved it. I thought it was so good. The way a masked band is meant to sound.
True. Didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And I was just like, whoa, the people are speaking. Like, and
Standard.
Get it.
I think it comes down to the, matching the aesthetics of a band to the sound of a band, which is, I mean, you see, I think. Look, I'll use Ghost as an example here. You look at Ghost and you expect that they're going to sound like Behemoth, right? And then they sound like goth ABBA. And for me, I saw so many images of Ghost before I ever heard them that when I finally listened to it, I'm like, is this even the same band? Like, I'm not. There was this cognitive dissonance there that just didn't it didn't settle with me. And I feel like if I'd heard it before I'd seen any pictures of them, I'd be like, oh yeah. yeah, I can dig this, but because it was the other, I was expecting something totally different, and it just kind of made it a bit more difficult for me to gel with, you know, what like what the band was. But in the case of yourselves, I think especially Never Have I Ever, it is like you listen to that song and you look at the visuals of the band and it 100% fits. It makes sense. It's like you look at the photos of Disgust and you're like, yes, this is how Disgust should sound.
Yeah.
It's the perfect match in that regard. At least for me, that's what I'm finding. I mean, other people's mileage may vary, but you know, I've been a fucking metalhead for 25 years, new metal for pretty much that whole time as well, and I'm like, I think I consider myself enough of an authority to speak on this stuff. I'm experienced enough to speak on this stuff. I think, at least for.
I agree.
I think that's a big reason as to why we're going to keep that song by itself, and not, you know, just keep it as a standalone single because it shows us off so well. It'll tell you everything that we're about. So I think it's definitely a standalone song for sure.
It sets up
that's
for
becoming
the next
more
EP
and more.
really well.
That's definitely becoming more and more acceptable in the current age with streaming and stuff. You don't necessarily have to have a song that is part of an EP or an album. You can just release songs now that can stand on their own without needing to tie them into something else. Which, and you know, there's still a market for that, obviously, but it's just a lot more like, all right, yeah, this isn't a single to necessarily tie into an album or promote an album or anything. It's just it's a single. It's the latest song, and that's what it is.
I think you
so that's
find
really,
that
really
as
cool.
well, like much more common now, and definitely I think moving forward, like because people, you drop an EP, you drop an album, within 2 to 4 weeks, people really more or less forget about it, and the promo kind of leading up, the promo after, is the exact same amount that you would have if you had released a single. Like say you release 2, 3, 4 singles, you can span that out over sometimes the case of a year if you're touring. Where an album, which we actually sort of did that, I guess, for A Dark Place. We dropped, I guess, most of the singles prior, but that allowed us to tour for basically 2 years straight before dropping the album, which still had songs that weren't released. But I think as far as like a marketing tool goes for bands, it's much just because there's so much out, you know.
Releases, it's the way of the world now. Well, because at the end of the day, we're consuming so much more music now due to Spotify and just the ease of getting it, that people just like are rolling through albums like it's nothing. Especially now that you got these AirPods and EarPods and all this stuff. Just real quick, Twitch Hates Gingers has thrown out a comment: songs and homage to the old material, but also a sneak peek to the new stuff. I reckon that's a very, very good description of.
That's nice.
That was very good. That was
Jace. Good on you, Jace.
Oh, we can't forget Jace.
That's our guitarist.
Yeah.
I think.
That's
lovely.
Can't forget Jace.
But that's the thing.
He's the
Like,
mastermind of all these new songs.
It's getting like difficult, I feel, to sort of stay on top of what's the new norm with releasing music and everything like that. Because when we were growing up, it was 1 or 2 singles and then an album, and like that's what you instinctively want to do. As a band these days, but like it just doesn't work the same way anymore. So you've got to really kind of think about it a different way, and what's going to get the most longevity.
Absolutely, and I've said it 1,000 times on this podcast. Like, I hate the fact that musicians now have to become content creators,
marketing
to try and make it anywhere. It's a pain in the ass, but I guess that's why there's a lot of management companies out there that are, to start making bank these days.
But
so as we
himself, having that whole thing in the bank of touring, having those songs in your pocket, so every time you move into a new place, you can release it that week, get people ready to see the new song live, and then by the time you're coming back around again, everyone's ready to see you do it again.
Yeah, definitely. You just got to keep the cycle moving, essentially, these days. So as people may have been aware, we do have a reaction video to Never Have I Ever up on our YouTube channel. So if you're interested in seeing that, you are more, once the podcast's over, that gives you something to go and check out. we had a great time reacting to
Yeah,
it,
I
and we,
actually
again,
got
we
out.
just want to express our appreciation to the fellas for giving us that opportunity to record the reaction video, get a bit of a sneak preview before it actually released, the song released proper.
It was very good.
We did have a great time recording our reactions to that, and you know, we just like having fun doing that sort of stuff. So again, thank you very much to the boys for giving us that opportunity there. I did want to ask, you know, what's the specific like message or meaning behind the song here? This is, I guess, one more for Bo, but is there a specific message or meaning with this song, or is it just like, yeah, it's a cool song, like?
Well, no, it's sort of about like being in a situation or a relationship where someone has taken so much of you that you've kind of lost who you are. And the first line of the chorus is "Never have I ever been so lost in translation," and you kind of feel like you don't people aren't understanding you. You don't really know how to communicate yourself with people, and you just kind of lost a lot of yourself, almost in like a surgical procedure, almost, you know, like someone sort of just cut everything out of you and sort of glued you back together and sent you out into the world by yourself to survive, really. That was the visions that I had when I was writing it. But yeah, it's really just a song about yeah.
And is that, can I ask, is that speaking from like personal experience with some negative experiences with
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I think all of us have in some way or another been in a situation like that where we've just come out of a relationship or something like that and just been thrust out into this new world where it's just like, what the fuck do I do now? You know, like I've lost almost everything, you know, because you put so much of yourself into people, you know, and for that to just be gone, what do you do now? So that's really sort of what the song's about, you know, not being able to relate as much to people anymore, you know, losing a part of yourself that just, you know, your engine, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That does make a lot of sense now, tying in with the film clip and everything. You've explained that way. It's yeah, I can see that for sure now.
Not acid nor alkaline.
The light in the box is your essence, and you know, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Nor acid nor alkaline. That's an awesome comment. Never have I ever was my gateway into DISKUST. Their music has expressed emotions into words that I couldn't. Fucking love these guys.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Love that one. Acid, not alkaline. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Very much appreciate that.
It's comments like that fucking make this shit worth it. I love that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
100%.
Absolutely. So, obviously, you know, we've been talking about the video that goes along with this single. Talk to us a bit about the filming of that, and sort of who came up with the idea around that film clip, and was it a fun shoot? Was it a struggle to get through? Like, just
pissing down rain. I'll fucking tell you that much.
Because you would have had your mask on for a couple of hours to get the. It's not like you're going to be taking them on and off all the time.
It was pissing down with rain outside, but we were filming in a shed that was humid as fuck. I mean, it would have been at least 45 degrees inside the shed. We were absolutely sweating our asses off. I think I nearly passed out at one point. I think it was the second run through we were doing. I was just like, I need to get this stuff off me immediately, and pour water over myself. It was an ordeal. Yeah, I think we had like a general idea of what we wanted to do with the clip, and then as we were filming it, more stuff kind of came to us, and we're like, how about we try this? How about we try that? Yeah, it was just one of those things. We kind of winged it, you know. And Alex is super great to work with always. We love working with Alex, so he's just super responsive to our ideas and just like, oh yeah, let's try this, you know. So love that guy. Plug for Alex.
We'll
plug Alex.
Okay, so it looks like Twitch Hates Gingers, your guitarist.
Yeah.
Jace has said DISKUST music videos are cursed. Broke my nose during Never Have I Ever shoot.
What?
Did he?
I don't remember that.
His tumor talking. Hey. He's lying.
If there's a story, mate, we need that in the chat. Give us the info in the chat. We'll read it out for sure.
That seems like a big thing that we should remember.
Not unless
So,
Sam's
yeah,
staying throwing out the back.
I
or
mean-
something.
I can definitely empathize with, you know, being like struggling in masks and stuff for performing under that. I mean, I had I think at one point I did a show, actually, yeah, like December 2013. I was working with Kid Crusher in support of Insane Clown Posse on their tour at that time, and I was in like, so it was December. It was, you know, full stage lights, full head latex mask, hoodie, fucking jumping around with that shit, and I forgot my face paint, so I just fucking rubbed like eyeliner around my eyes and the holes in the mask, and then I sweated it all down into my fucking eyes.
No.
I know your pain.
And it was-
I know the pain of that very well.
It was, yeah. And like, so I came up, I was like, after that, I was like, right, I need to find a better way to do this so that I'm not killing myself with overheating during these things. So I understand the pain of
It
filming
never
in this
gets
stuff.
better.
There's no.
I know.
People come up all the
There's no
time
easy
and
way
they're
of
like,
doing it.
"Oh, it must be hot in that, like expecting something else." I'm like, "Yes, it's very fucking hot."
No,
And some
my
of us
question,
wear, like, a lot more
question
than others
always is never that. It's why. Why do you do this to yourself?
For art.
Yeah.
For
I
art.
know, I get it,
Visual
I get it,
effects.
I get it.
We're a glutton for punishment.
Mate, like I used to wear a set of overalls, and that was hard enough, you know.
Nah.
Like, but no.
I think like the worst ever we had was we were playing a bunch of shows up in Cairns and Townsville, and it was the middle of fucking summer, Australia Day.
Right.
And we did one
no,
gig.
thank you.
We actually we did it at
Heat
AJ Hackett's, which is the bungee jumping place up in Cairns. We played like a festival there, and it was so fucking hot. Still at like 8 o'clock at night when we played, pissing off sweat. I like was dropping my pick every 2 seconds like a professional guitarist does, and because I had so much sweat on my hands.
Didn't you
But
scratch
the
him?
next day, something like that, yeah. But the next day, we recorded like a live sort of film clip on the jetty thing that they had there. Middle of the day, middle of summer in fucking Cairns, and my pedal board was in the sun. And as we were like about to record, it was like overheating on the fucking on the little text bit on the LED screen, and I had to move it into the shade. And as the recording went on, had to keep moving my pedal board to where the shade was moving to.
So it was in the shade.
Wow, that poor pedal board.
Yeah, they wanted to do a video of us playing Cutthroat live, so our fastest song at that point, and it was like 12 o'clock in the middle of the day, lunchtime, sun beating down on us. And we were like, okay, sweet, we'll just punch it out in one go and we'll be done in like 5 minutes. We ended up doing it like 3 or 4 times. And yeah, it was fucked. And then right after they wanted to do photos, and we're like haggard as fuck. Still have the photo. You can see our faces through our masks, how haggard we were. It was just that's fucked.
Probably very hungover as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Oh man,
I got an awesome little story about your guys' reach, right?
Go.
So I'm sitting. I went to Fiji in December. Oh, and I was having a great old time, having drinks out the back, and you know, like it was that time of year, so there were heaps of Aussies at the resort we were staying in. Anyway, I gets talking. We start talking. Me and my dad, you know, we're there having a couple of drinks. We start talking to this lady who's from Queensland, travels a bit, and she goes, "Oh, you guys are from Sydney. You like metal? Oh, I was down in Sydney recently." I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Oh." She goes, "Oh, I went to a metal show." I'm like, "Oh, that's very cool. What metal show did you go to?" She's like, "Oh, I went to Frankie's Pizza." And I said, "What?" I'm like, "Frankie's Pizza?" I'm like, "When'd you go? Who'd you go see?" She's like, "Oh, I was there. I don't know, can't remember the bands, but I was there on Halloween."
Hey.
And I'm like, "But I was there on Halloween." So then the conversation started to get rolling, you know, like, and I'm like, "Oh, so what bands did you like? Did you like and stuff?" Because I told her, you know, like I do these podcasts and all this cool stuff, and I was there to see a specific band because I did a gig review for you guys, which was such a hectic show. That was so good. Anyway, she goes, "Oh, I'll show you the video," and she pulls up the video and bang, there's Disgust.
Hey.
No way.
And
That's so nice.
then I'm looking and I'm
How
like, oh, I
fucking
remember
odd.
this part of the song, and there's me.
Oh, no way. Oh, that's cool.
How fucking bizarre.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean,
Small world, man.
people are digging the product, digging the brand, digging the music, digging the whole lot. Good work.
Are you saying that we should tour Fiji? Because I'm pretty down.
I don't
with
think
that.
you should tour Fiji. I think the masks and stuff with maybe some of their more religious values, you might end up,
You won't come home, Kyle.
no.
I might like that.
I mean, I'm just assuming. I could be very wrong about this. They could love you.
But
Who
I
doesn't
mean, look,
want
Highly
this
unlikely.
guy's a 5-star resort?
look.
I'm
I
not
think
gonna roll that
you know,
dice.
you got. The thing is, you know, you guys are definitely hitting that point where, okay, to get to the next, you guys are doing a lot of touring in, you know, like East Coast and all up and down there, and all that. You're doing Australia and stuff. It's getting to the point where you kind of your next step is to expand out, right? Like, I don't know, have you guys done New Zealand yet?
No.
So I feel like that's probably the next step, right? Is trying to make something in New Zealand happen.
Yeah.
Maybe expanding outwards to, some other sort of local, well, I say local, but some other nearby countries to get a bit international with it. Because I feel like that's there. You guys you've got the material, you know what you're doing.
Oh, could you imagine
You've got the
discussing
presentation there.
Japan.
Bro.
Oh man,
fuck,
they
man.
would just go nanas.
Japan. We've had heaps of people from America ask us when we're touring over there. Even UK, England, stuff like that. So I mean, the interest is there that we can see. It's just a matter of
Making it
Funds.
happen.
being able to do it. Yeah.
I think we
I tell
literally
you
have
what.
to put everything on hold to be able to get
Yeah.
over there.
That's the
Till
problem.
recording, all that would just have to
Yeah.
stop.
Because it's so expensive for us to go and do those things, and when it means putting when it does, as you said, putting everything else on hold, all your other because all your money's got to go into that then, and it's a lot of the time you're not going to get a return on doing it. You're doing it for the fans over there and for the love of it. So it kind of becomes a difficult financial decision sometimes in that regard.
Yeah.
But like, I could easily see, I know, like, fuck, if you guys went to New Zealand and did some shit with like something like alien weaponry or something,
Yeah.
that'd be fucking
Yeah.
hectic.
So
That'd be amazing.
That's a more reachable goal, I feel.
Yeah.
I think, like, unless you are backed by like a big label, it's really, really difficult to get very far.
It is.
In the
Well, yeah,
countries
like,
and stuff, you know.
Like Tensions Arise, we went and recorded in Los Angeles, and while we were over there, we were fortunate enough to have a connection that hooked us up with a show in New York.
Yeah.
But that's not like a whole tour, and that whole exercise was a black hole financially. Like,
Absolutely.
we knew that we did that not to make money out of it, but because we wanted to have the experience of recording with who we recorded with, and being able to say, yeah, we fucking recorded in LA, and we played a show in New York, and got to do all and had that experience and sort of live that part of the dream, really.
Yeah.
That's the sort of stuff that you can't buy, and I think that's what you probably find, like, a lot of the like middle tier sort of bands that can tour every now and then and travel a little bit, they will speak more highly than like the literal side of it, like in terms of being able to go and travel to different places and meet all the different people. I think is like the show and the music is sort of this much, and everything else is the experience of it is
and that's it.
else.
Like, we did it so that because it's the dream. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like, we knew it was never going to be something we were going to make our money back on. And sometimes, as a band, you kind of just have to make those decisions, really. But I feel that with the right markets and stuff, like, you guys would absolutely be able to, if financially you could make it happen, then I think like Europe or America, you guys would easily be able to fucking pick up. Like, you guys would kill it if you went on there.
Japan,
because you guys are presenting. You guys are such a great example of all the best elements of Australian heavy metal at the moment, and you've got everything, got the whole package.
Yeah.
You got the whole package
Yeah,
down.
thanks, man.
And
thank you.
Thank you.
and yeah, it's really, really impressive, and I love to see it. And I'm like,
We'd love to do it.
like mask,
It looks
new
like
metal's
it.
coming back. New metal's coming back. I said it before. The
man, it's
the
so
new metal
good.
renaissance is real,
It's
and
so
and bands, doing that crazy shit. Bands wearing masks and face
Yeah.
paint and doing all these weird and wonderful combinations of metal with other stuff, and it's all coming back, and I love it. I fucking love it. I wanted to ask about your fucking mascot dude. Yeah,
Billy.
yeah,
Oh, Billy.
yeah. Billy, is that the name?
Yeah.
Billy.
So what's the deal here? Is it
Yeah.
just like so that you've got like a generic mask as kind of the face of the band, or like how did it come about? What's the idea? Is it like
That's
a fan insert? I don't know.
That's a Bones question, I think. He was
That is
really
a
the
Bones
mastermind behind that. But yeah, I guess it's kind of a almost a physical representation of the lyrical content, almost. A depression almost manifest. And yeah, we had multiple different iterations of it, but we decided on that one, and then we had the masks made up for the maniac masks. Yeah, it's really just something we've implemented at the moment. Who knows if it'll change? We're not too sure yet. Yeah, we're gonna give
He's
him
only just made his first appearance.
yeah, we're gonna give him some lore and stuff like that. I don't know. It's all sort of up in the air at the moment. I think it'll come to light a little bit more with the new EP or album or whatever we're gonna do next. I think it's gonna tie it in a little bit more. I'm not sure. Yeah.
That's awesome. So we're gonna see little dolls, little dolls with the
It
thing.
is something
I
we've
think Bones
spoken
wanted
about.
to.
It is something we've
Yeah,
spoken
yeah.
about.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just even a little key.
That'd be rad. That'd be rad. I'd like, yeah, keychain with the head or like.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
Fuck yeah.
People seem to like it.
Yeah.
You know what you should do?
Yeah.
You know what you should do? You should get like a life-sized mannequin type thing with the mask on, and then like hang it at the show. So it's like hanging.
We've spoken about that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's so much.
Yeah.
We
room.
literally have a inflatable life-size doll for the concept. Like in the music video, how he's in the chair.
Yeah.
So you have a
We
glow
have
doll.
that for the live sort of concept, which we haven't played with yet, but that's literally
Nice.
took the words out of it.
Because
There
I
has
mean,
been talks about getting a real life Billy. So getting someone to play Billy
okay.
at one of
Well,
our shows possibly this year.
look, some different
We
bands
actually
have
go
mascots.
to an orphanage to
So-
get someone
I feel like we should implement
on the road with us.
So what you're gonna
Yeah.
go
In
down
saying
the whole
that, we can't really get rid of him either because
D'Ample did it.
so Dan that does our masks, he actually got a massive tattoo on his forearm of Billy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, we're stuck with him now.
Thanks, Dan.
It'd be rude to get rid of him, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, bands have mascots. Like it works. It works. Like Iron
Yeah,
Maiden's
yeah.
got Eddie. Was it Megadeth had their like rip-off version of Eddie. Motorhead's
And
like
that
there's
was
it
part of
works.
as well,
Yeah.
because
Metallica has Lars.
Yeah,
and his snare. But
Okay, you can go play drums now.
Bones had initially sort of created or had the sort of concept for it, but at the time we were getting asked quite often, like people wanting to buy our masks, and sometimes ones that we had worn, and the concept of having like the fans have their own mask, so it would be theirs and we would have ours. Not to say they couldn't have ours, it wasn't like that. It was more like, as far as the fans having their own identity that matches with the band sort of thing. That was having that. And yeah, it's always kind of a little bit surreal when you kind of step out on stage and all these people wearing the fucking masks. It's it's so fucking cool. It's no big compliment.
It makes sense from a merch perspective too, right? Like if you got a fan mask, then you've got one mask that you got to get produced, and you can get it, produced in like you can get bulk units, and it's cheaper to do it that way and stuff.
Everyone can
Whereas
be
if
Billy.
if everyone's got their own masks, if you've got 5 different masks, then that's like 5 different fucking things, and they're all they're more like full head masks or different styles and everything, and it just so that's a really, really cool idea, and I love it, and I am gonna have to get myself one, I think, because I love a good mask. I love a good mask, as you know, like you've probably seen my shit from Nuclear Vision, and the one I wore on the Halloween episode, that's actually one of the Drop Air Studios ones, the one I got for the Halloween episode.
Oh, dead set.
That's fucking his work is incredible. So I once I'm working again and I got a bit of cash saved up, I'm gonna get him to do me some custom ones of my own, just because they're
Become
cool.
a Billy.
Yeah.
They're cool shit. It's cool shit. So we were kind of talking before we went on air about what you got coming up. You've got a bunch of shows in the pipeline.
Yeah, you guys are busy.
Yeah.
I don't have my whiteboard, but yes,
that's all right.
Would
you want me to rattle them off, because I wrote them all down?
We got Ballarat.
Rattle them off, and we can.
You got Ballarat in June. You got Ballarat on the 23rd and Melbourne on the 24th. So if you're down there, get out to those ones. In August, Bundaberg on the 25th and Gladstone on the 26th. So if you're up that way, fucking check them out there. And playing again in Brisbane on the 16th of September. Did I get all those right? That sounds right to me.
Spot on.
Pretty good.
Spot on.
Awesome. So I will. Well, look, if I'm working again by September, which I should be, I will get my ass in gear and finally get out to a fucking live show, so I can say hey in person. But yeah, that's a good run of shows. Okay, question for you guys: if you guys are going down to play down in Victoria, do you guys fly down or drive?
Fly.
Definitely.
Drive.
Carl's picking us up.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. If you're gonna drive like that far for to do some shows, you do it once, and then you're like, we're not driving again, we're flying.
Oh yeah, man. We just drove to Newcastle recently. That's painful enough, man. Like for us, that's 6-7 hours, man. That's plenty.
None of us can hold anything to Bones last year. Bones and Jace drove from Brisbane to Alice Springs to Adelaide, back to Brisbane.
No. Why?
When we toured last year.
Fucking
in
why?
a Hyundai i20 for that matter.
In a fucking Hyundai i20.
Would have been good on the petrol.
And they actually had a full car and gear as well. So they had Crass was driving, which is Bones' roommate, Jace and his missus, and Bones. So there was 4 people in an i20 and gear with a trailer on the back of it. With a trailer on the back of it with gear in it too. So they drove an incredible distance.
They want to hope that they didn't have a headwind.
Yeah, it blows around the old i20, that's for sure.
And
Jesus.
Sorry about this message I missed. It won't lie. Bones Mask is probably my favourite.
Yeah,
that's from.
There you go.
Not acid nor alkaline.
Won't be saying that if you smelt it.
Bones.
Bones' mask.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Bones' mask is pretty fucking sick.
It is pretty. I love it. How it looks in the neon and.
Which one? He's got like 30 of them.
Yeah, he's got enough of them. And you've also got a new single coming up, right?
Yes.
Is that something we can talk much about, or is it just like, hey, keep an eye out for now?
Hey, keep an eye out for now.
All right, cool. So if you're not already,
never have I ever phase for now.
if you're not already, get on the socials for these guys, because you're gonna want to pay attention to that next fucking song. Hopefully, we can get another fucking sneak preview on it again.
Yeah, it's the name. The name of it will be Meteorite, which is very fitting because we just had one crash land in Cairns like not long ago.
Oh, there you go.
What?
Couple of days ago, yeah.
Holy fuck! How did I miss that shit?
There you go. Not acid nor alkaline. It said Bundy in August. Cannot wait.
Oh, yes. Oh fuck yeah! Well, it's definitely our first time playing Bundaberg. Gladstone will be the first time playing that, and that particularly that Gladstone show is like fucking stacked full of good bands from Brisbane and also interstate. There's Witch Grinder, who just toured with Static X.
Love the Witch Grinder boys.
Flaming Wreckage.
Yeah,
Flaming Wreckage. Holy shit!
And we're going up. We're going up with our friends in Adriatic too. So it's
fuck. When's that show again? Jesus. Gladstone.
You know what? I've been waiting for them to
Gladstone.
Get
I might.
Oh, what do you got?
Flaming Wreckage.
Do you know how old this shirt is?
How old's that shirt?
Bring back the red. Good old Reggie Reagan.
I'll tell you what. I'll ask one of you guys to shoot me a link to that Gladstone show because I might have to try and make that fucking happen because that lineup sounds fucking sick.
That is
and I'm up for a road trip. I'm up for a fucking road trip for sure.
It'll go off.
That sounds
crazy.
Yeah,
we're catching a bus up there with Adriatic and I think they're joining us for the Bundaberg gig on the Friday night, which I actually don't even know if that's been announced yet.
There you go, breaking news.
Breaking news. We may have put our foot in it, but
first.
Yeah, I think it's us, Adriatic, Forest.
I've made a big mistake. I thought Adriatic, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Azrael.
Azrael are playing Gladstone.
Yeah, they're there too
as well.
Oh, but okay, right.
Oh wait, is that that big fucking festival, that heavy metal festival thing? That's
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now I'm with you. Yes, I have seen that. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking yes. I'm definitely considering going up for that one.
So hopefully it's a nice big outdoor stage. That'd be nice.
It's yeah. Right. I'm gonna have to get a move. Gonna have to get a move on my tickets for that one.
It's at the Gladstone showgrounds, which very well may be a cricket pitch. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
If it's a cricket pitch, it means it'll have good drainage if it rains.
Plenty of room for a wall of death.
Plenty.
All right.
We could have a football-sized wall of death.
All right, let's go to the quick question quarter, shall we? You're ready to hit the thing, my friend. Hit the cutaway and mute the music. Hit the cutaway, and then we'll get to it. You ready?
Yeah, man, it's here.
It's here. It's good. All right.
Let's
I need you to tell me when you're hitting this.
Sorry.
We're so professional, right?
Yeah.
We're so professional. I don't know. It's a delay on my stream.
Yeah, I know. It's a delay on mine too.
I need to know when you're hitting this stuff.
For some reason, my chat's disconnected. It's all gone.
Yeah, sorry if people are chatting. I'm not getting anything updated. Let me just refresh the page. That might help. So yes, this is the quick question quarter, spelt with Q's, not K's, because we don't roll like that. Now, this is basically, if you haven't seen us before, or if you have, but it was a while ago and you haven't seen us do the quick question quarter, we basically run through a bunch of rapid fire questions for our guests, starting out very simple and straightforward, getting a little bit more twisty as we get towards the end of the thing here. So, let's start off. I don't know if how you guys want to work out your order or how you want to go around in a circle for this one, but
alphabetical.
What was everyone's? What was your first instrument?
Guitar. Kyle.
Oh yeah, guitar. Yeah.
That was drums.
Nice.
Lovely.
He said instrument.
Hey, you have to tune them. You have to tune them so it counts.
Exactly.
I'm kidding, Trotter. There's
really
no
got to
basis
upset
here,
your
so
drummer like
Oh,
that?
I come on here to have a chat with you, and you're being very rude.
What was the
That's very
first?
normal.
What was the first live concert that you attended?
Big band?
CWA hall gigs in Ipswich in like 17.
Wow.
Nice.
Mine was the Nash Hotel in Geelong.
Who'd you see?
Up Geelong.
I think I seen Amity Affliction there actually before they got big.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I saw the Eagles Hotel California Experience at QPAC Theatre. I was like 14.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Oh, that is cool.
What is hang on. First album purchased. And we're not counting. We're not counting like Wiggles albums and shit, or whatever. We're talking like when you were like, I want this album, and you either bought it with your own money or your parents bought it for you, or whatever. But you were like, I want this album.
I was gonna say Nikki Webster Strawberry Kisses EP. It was like 3 songs on it. Linkin Park Hybrid Theory.
Nice.
Nice one. Nice.
I'm Metallica, Rod Lightning.
Ooh,
Cool.
That's
choices.
Yeah, mine was the Black Album.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
That's a good lineup.
It is a good
That's
lineup.
a good lineup. That's a good look. That's a lot of good starters right there. A lot of good starters. Well, except for Escape on Ride the Lightning. That song can fuck.
It is very out of place, isn't it? I've always thought
even Metallica have said they don't like it. That was a filler song. They were basically told, the studio was like, "Hey, you need another song for the album," so they wrote it in like an hour.
Yeah, right.
That's fact. They're on record saying that. Don't come at me, all right? I fucking didn't
Go at it.
They've said it. They hate it. That's why they barely ever play it. What's
like Maniac.
What's an instrument that you've always wanted to learn?
Piano.
I'm saying.
Yeah, fucking piano. Yeah,
Ooh,
or
three
violin.
I fucking can't get my head around it.
It's look, I mean, I started on piano. For me, like when I started playing music, that was my. I mean, I'd like dabbled on my dad's guitar a little bit, but first proper learning was piano. It's really, really good. It is. It's amazing to learn on, especially for theory. Like if you ever tried to get your head around music theory and you're just like, I can't fucking understand it, having a piano there makes it 10 times easier.
Yeah, right.
Because you've got everything in front of you. You've got everything in front of you. You've got the whole spectrum of notes in front of you, and you can just. It makes it significantly easier to see it and understand it. At least, well, I think it does anyway. Cool. All right, here we go. This is always a fun one. If you could pick one big band or artist to open a show for, now this is living or dead, active or not, whatever stage in their career you want. So just like dream fucking support. If you could pick one big band or artist to open a show for, who would it be?
Fuck.
Open for.
Probably Johnny Cash. He was a badass.
No arguments here. No arguments here, mate. He was the original rock star. He was the original fucking rock star. He just did not give a fuck, right? He started like every, the badass
like
wearing
that.
black.
That's a good one.
Mate,
Left field,
he's
but
a
a
legend.
good one.
That's good.
The Man in Black, mate. The Man in Black.
I mean, the crowd might be a tad mismatched, but
Yeah. Different demographics there, but
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know. I think you'll need to go and play in a prison. I think that'd be awesome.
Oh,
Exactly. Imagine that.
Have you?
yeah.
Like
yeah.
a real, not
With
like a
people
real
in it?
prison with actual prisoners.
I didn't have actual prisoners in it. No.
Like we need that. We need you doing that.
Kill
Do the
more jail
Metallica thing,
week.
like
Yeah,
Metallica,
but
and
do
and thing
do
going.
it like that, but do
Like-
it so much better. You
I
know, they
think for
actually had
me
to
it would
sign
be
those
like-
waivers? That was a legit waiver they had to sign when they walked in there at the beginning of that.
Oh,
band.
really?
Yeah, it's a legit waiver. They're like,
Like
man, if you
60
get
days
kidnapped,
in.
you done.
I reckon Linkin Park for me, like Chester with Chester in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would just be something. I never got to see them, so it would be just unreal for me.
That'd be. Really
Kyle's
good.
gonna say Trivium or something.
Probably.
Actually, I didn't even think of Trivium. That would be cool, but nah, I reckon like fucking Metallica in like the Injustice for All era was just like fucking
When they didn't have a
those
bass.
videos, man. Yeah, but they didn't have a bass player.
Yeah.
They were in between. I don't know. They were just so fucking badass, man. Like their live shows and energy on stage was just fucking next to nothing.
They were like hardcore mad lads back then. So
Yeah, like a proper fucking getting absolutely fucking wasted and just having a super fun time.
Back before they
I
were
mean,
cameras.
they were in their 20s and had become the biggest fucking rock stars on the
Yeah.
planet. Like, who's gonna stop them? Like, you got all this money and all this influence and power, and no one's gonna tell people are throwing fucking alcohol and drugs and women at you. Like, what do you it's gonna go to your head. You're gonna go fucking crazy. So
I got a mucked up story about a groupie and a security guard at a Metallica
shit.
show. Would you like to hear it?
Go
you reckon
on.
I should
Yes.
tell it?
Is it? Yeah. Is it
Yeah.
quick? We gotta. Yeah. All right.
So you know how Metallica have their custom drumsticks,
Yeah.
and
Fuck.
you know, like the M starts at one end. You know, like when it's written down the side of it. So groupie wants to go back to see Metallica. Security guard has obviously had enough of all of it tonight. Basically hands her a drumstick and goes, if you can get to the M, you go backstage.
Bloody hell.
What, down her throat?
Nah.
Wow.
How's
All
that?
right.
Did she get there?
I don't know the rest of it, but that was just I'm assuming, like, you know, she must have, or she was very insulted.
She got there.
She got there.
She got there.
She
Yeah.
got there.
Old mate in the chat said opening for the Veronicas 100%.
Is that Jace?
That's Jace.
That's
Yeah.
Jace.
The Veronica's Wall of Death.
All right. Time for one of my favorite questions. Who is a band or artist you're listening to right now that you believe is seriously underrated?
Ooh,
Oh, I got one.
go on.
There's this new band that we played with. It was a few weeks ago at Mo's Desert called Infinite Exile.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
Perth band.
Mhm.
Holy crap, man, they were good.
Yeah, nice.
Never heard of them before. Perth band, Infinite Exile. They came on stage and fucking great tone. And then I later that night I was listening to their stuff on Spotify and it's bloody well done.
Do you guys remember a band
Nice.
called Prepared Like a Bride?
No.
Ooh.
But
No,
we're going to
I
write
don't.
that down.
So they sound a lot like them. Really fucking good. Yeah.
Mm.
I would have to say a few bands that we've played with. Insect is one of them. Really good guys, really good band. Violent Conflict, really good guys, really good band. Infinite Exile, definitely as well. And another band that we played with, Valleys. I'm not sure where they came from. We played with them at Mo's, and they were just like so good. Like Hands Like Houses kind of thing. Unbelievable singer, really good. Yeah, they got new stuff coming out, I think, soon. So
Wicked.
Really like
Wicked.
Carnival range
Yeah.
with his vocals.
Yeah.
As soon as he started singing, I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, man, you don't hear many vocalists these days that sound like that.
Well, to be fair, he doesn't really do it much anymore. Unless he's the full
No.
Carnival.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
upsetting.
Yeah.
We want a new Carnival album. Hurry up.
Yeah, fucking
Please.
oath. Insect are fucking, up there.
It's good
Big
you guys are
fan
giving
of,
love to the
like-
local scene.
Yeah, they're just, I don't know, let's say underrated, but they're getting out there now. But fuck, man, if you're into, like, I'm right into, like, Kublai Khan, Justice for the Damned, just want to punch the fuck out of someone from start to finish of their set, you can definitely do that. Furious George is one that stands out for me. They're a Melbourne band.
Yes.
Furious
Yeah.
George,
We
I
had-
like that.
Fuck, they were good.
We had them play with us with one of our Melbourne gigs last year, and they're a three-piece.
yeah,
And
heaviest
they're the
three-piece.
heaviest fucking band. Like, it was just unbelievable. And like, they run to a click, so they're like tight as fuck.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you just wouldn't expect it from a three-piece band. It was just incredible, man.
The Red Bees of
Yeah, fucking Red. There's a band from
Sydney.
Katoomba that's very similar. They're called Red Bee, and they're a three-piece, but their guitar sound is always huge. They always sounds like there's two guitarists.
Yeah, right.
And they're a really, really energetic show. Very, very entertaining trio. Well worth checking
Well,
out.
similar to these guys, like, because they run to a click, they have bass and the second guitar already running, like, at the same time.
Oh, right. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Given that it's dialed in correctly, sort of thing, from front of house, then as it was that night. Oh man, just
That's awesome.
Great what it
so
was.
blown away.
All right. What is something that people may be surprised to learn about you? Getting a bit personal here now.
About the band or each of us?
Each of you.
About you guys.
Oh. Fuck.
Oh, I've got a good one actually. Really good one, and it goes back some time, but unbeknownst to me and Bo, until we were kind of well and truly in the band, we used to be in we used to be in other bands before this, which we hadn't realised that we had a little bit of a feud against each other. It was rival bands, and it was way back in the day. I'm gonna say like maybe like 2013, 2014. We were in these. So I was in a band from Ipswich, and I think yours was also from Ipswich and Brizzy, Bo.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And we were trying to get on to the supports to be support for I Killed the Prom Queen when they came through to Ipswich, and yeah, there was some shithousery going on in terms of who was opening for them, and it was my band that got to open for them. Probably not rightly so. Looking back, it probably was a bit more odd compared to what Bo was doing. But yeah, like it had built as a result of that, and it wasn't until a while when I had after I joined DISKUST that we kind of figured that out, that we were in these bands. It was fucking, just such a coincidence, like
wanting to kill each other.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still
Lovely.
Did it
Gotta
all
love a
change
band
when you
feud.
found out? Did it all change? Like, I
It was
remember
weird.
you. I remember you. I
Yeah,
remember your fucking
You
head.
cunt.
I remember that face.
it was weird, man, because
Something
it was
like
like it was like it was a competition to see who would open for Prom Queen, and it was basically a like competition, like whichever band gets the most likes on this
that's
post.
there.
Yeah. So yeah, that was how it was, and yeah, Kyle's band got it, and we were fucking dirty at that.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine as soon as the
Yeah,
penny dropped. You
swearing at
fudged
each
the
other and
numbers. I
shit.
know you did. You fudged the numbers.
Here's an interesting fact about me. I love strawberry Freddos. I cannot stop eating them. I fucking love them. And I also love, and the boys will attest to this, M&M's Yogos. When we went to Cairns, I bought literally a slab of M&M's. I cleaned out Woolworths of M&M's Yogos, and we put them in the fridge, and we had them for the whole weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you heard it here, folks. If you want to throw shit on stage, don't throw your panties.
Yogos.
Throw Yogos or strawberry Freddos.
Are you talking about
Bo
like
has been.
I'm doing that at
the
Gladstone.
strawberry
doing that at
chocolate,
Gla-
or are
I'm
you
bringing-
talking about the chocolate ones that are filled with strawberry?
The chocolate ones that are filled with strawberry.
My man.
I'm bringing
My
strawberry
man.
Freddos to Gladstone and throwing them on the fucking stage.
Yo.
That's happening now.
You just fucking walk off stage and start eating them.
Rock and roll
Rightfully so.
maniac.
Here's a bit of a sweet tooth, Bo.
Oh, there you go.
You know,
Okay.
remember that time in Sydney, you got that massive tub of ice cream, you ate the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, the gelato. Yeah,
Walking through
man.
the
Yeah,
fucking
that was
streets.
delicious, but
That was
it's
fucking
worth it.
huge, man.
That's
It's worth
awesome.
the tummy
I love
ache.
it. I love it. And, not acid nor alkaline has said, "Okay, bet I'll bring some Bundy."
Yeah.
He'll bring some to Bundy. Yeah, he's going to bring some of
too,
those.
but yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Oh.
I don't really have anything, to be honest. I don't know.
A
I'm
boring
country music
drummer.
fan.
Who'd have thought?
You're a big country music fan.
I'm kidding.
He's
I'm a big country music fan. How
He
about
went
that?
to
Country music
CMC.
fan.
He went to CMC.
Oh, how
Nice,
was it?
nice.
It's good. It was fucking hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, 40 degrees, but it was good fun.
I mean, it's fucking Tamworth. Like, you know. What do you expect? All right.
It's got dark and hot.
What is the cringiest band name or song name that you've ever been involved with?
I love these ones. I love these ones.
Disgust.
A lot, actually.
Oh, okay. Wait. Twitch H Gingers said Trotter's secret. He's actually a rancher on a farm.
Yeah.
Do I have to pull up the photos, Trotter?
Oh, fuck. There's a lot of photos. Kyle likes to edit me in ranching gear.
He ranches cum though. He's a cum.
His photo of a farm, and it's just like all these sperms out on the range. Like,
Oh.
His
Trotter's
father
there,
ranched
Milk.
cum, and his father before him ranched cum.
whole new meaning to milking the cow. It was, yeah, cringy names. That's what we're up to. Cringy band names or song names that you've been involved with.
So many, man. I've played for a band called The Ransom. I look back on that now and go, what the fuck? A band called Parameters.
That's not that bad.
Spelt differently with TRES.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And then I was in another band called That's All She Wrote. Like, real cringe teenager, just shit. You look back on it now, you're just like,
I love it. That's half the fun of it. That's half the fun of it.
Yeah, my first band was a cover band doing like Linkin Park, A Day to Remember, all that sort of stuff in high school. We once we asked if we could use the hall at lunchtime to play a show for all these kids, and we did like $1 donation, so they just had to give us $1 coin. They'd come in. We had like 100 kids in there or something like that. It was pretty good. But our band name was Promise to Return.
Oh,
which
Which didn't. You broke that promise.
So of course you had to at the end of the show, we promised to return. We didn't. But
no.
Yeah. It would say it's actually I got the band name from I think is it Carrion from Parkway Drive right at the end.
Oh yeah.
Still return. Yeah. Kyle.
My first. Actually, every fucking band I've been in has had fucking cringe. I haven't been in that many, but yeah, my first one was Home by Sudden Landslide. I still don't know how the fuck they even came up with that. My second one was Only Machines Remain, and I can't remember how the fuck we come up with that either. It's probably like some name generator. And then cringiest is probably Disgust spelt wrong.
Just love it. Oh, and Disgust with a K.
And Disgust.
Yeah. Ooh, I could put a Z in my name. I'm bad.
Yeah, or a V somewhere instead of a U.
Yeah.
All
that's so
all of our song names are cringe until they're actually renamed to proper names.
Yeah.
Like all of our demos have something about cum or something in it. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So do you do like the James Hetfield thing where you just kind of do the rhythm and melody before you put the words in, but so you're just saying "cum" all the time in the demos?
He does. Yeah.
We don't say it; we do it.
Yeah.
I don't
just
want
I
don't want to be around for that
jam
breakdown.
session. The jam session from the writing things, and he's just got like his orgasm face the whole time. Like,
I've actually gone on stage once, and I hadn't seen the set list. Anyway, there was a Disgust set list sitting on my drums, and it was just like Splinter cum, Resurface cum. Like, it was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, no, instead of Resurface, it's like Recummed, and then like we replace, And I think Never Have I Ever originally was called like Cummy Wummy or something like that. I can't something like that. Jason, no?
Well, as we all know, it is better to come in the sink than sink in the cum.
Some fucking wise words right there, Raph.
Amen.
As the old
if anyone's learned anything from tonight, there you go.
So, next question. What's your most controversial musical opinion?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh,
yes.
No, that's not it.
No, they're very good. Bo showed me them the other day, actually. I was quite impressed.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I like this question because it makes people think. We always get a little bit of dead air because people are like, oh, what is it? You know, what is a... It can be big or small.
Yeah, it could be punches.
But we just like hearing...
anything.
We like a bit of discourse. We like a bit of discourse
metalheads.
on here.
Shit,
mine would be there's too many genres, too many names for genres and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't like. There's just too much.
I agree. I agree.
I just like metal
For sure.
Yeah, metal. Yeah.
I just is it metal? Yes. Then does it fall under that sort of broad umbrella term? Then that's what I fucking call it.
Because we get asked all the time, what are we? And
Metal.
a lot of people say new metal, this, that, and we're just metal to us because we've got deathcore, we've got all of it in it, really.
Yeah.
So.
The only thing is, it's not for you to decide, man. It's up for the people to put you in that box. They pick for you.
Fuck off.
It's getting deep.
No,
Yuck.
No, I hate that shit. I can't stand it. It's either heavy or it's not. It's sometimes, yeah, just it is what it is. It's music.
So I have been reliably informed that the alternative title for Never Have I Ever was Discummies.
Discummies, that's
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
Discummies.
Thanks,
Thank
James.
you, Jace.
I have actually been able to find the set list that Trotter was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And
You kept
I'll
it.
read it from top to bottom, and then we'll get to your question. We played A Dark Cum, Cum Surface, and then No Pre-Cum, so there was no intro. Bro Cum, Splin Cum, Cum Throat, Burning Cum, Dead Cum, Dissacum, Cummously, Mania Cum, then we come off stage, and then for the encore is Never Have I Come and Chronicum.
There we go.
I like how you come off stage too.
My God. Yeah. Well, better than coming on stage. You might slip on it. You know.
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
That's it. You
Nah,
got a whole
Step in
nuisance.
it, then it's like it's a whole fucking thing. You know.
I was really proud of that stage direction of like, there's no intro, so I put no pre-cum.
That was really good too. That was good.
Oh my God. That's it. Wow.
And now your answer, Kyle.
I had a really good one, hey, but I forgot.
Too much time thinking about cum.
Yeah, had it coming to you.
Ah.
Um,
It's alright. He'll come around sooner or later.
Oh, they're just gonna keep covered, aren't they?
Ah.
oh, fucking hell.
Trot, what's yours?
Fuck, I haven't got one, man. It's so,
Oh,
yeah.
You just agreeable to everything, are you? Everything, every popular opinion about music you agree with.
Sheep.
No. I don't know. Yeah, fuck, I really don't know. I've
I've thought of one,
Cast question put me on the spot.
Trotter.
Maybe if you say
My-
the question again, I'll be able to.
Most controversial
just your-
music opinion.
Controversial.
It can be
Yeah, hot take, something
Yeah.
where you just like, it can be, everyone loves this band, but I don't fucking get it, or I think this fucking thing is, I think this fucking, thing that everyone loves, I think it's shit. Just whatever the popular opinion's this, and you disagree with it, big or small.
Mine's
Well,
not necessarily
something
to do
everyone
with...
everyone thinks is shit, and you love it. Like I don't, whatever.
Mine's not really like that, because I can't really think of one, but one that kind of comes to mind is when we're playing live and you're doing like a swap over with other bands and people take like fucking 40 minutes to get off stage, or for bands that know they're running like fucking 30 minutes over their set time that they should have finished, and then they just keep playing and playing and playing, and you're like standing at the side of the stage like, it's fucking 1 a.m. now and we're ready. Anyway, that's like a pet peeve more than a bad musical opinion.
That's
or
all right.
something.
We can
That's all I
file
think of.
that under the fuck off files. We'll drop that one.
Yeah,
We'll
I'll
just-
bring that back up. We'll go back
put
to
that
it
in the
more
segment
depth.
there.
Mine would probably be all guitarists should be kicked out of the band for not changing their batteries in their wireless. That's what I think. Because I mean, I don't get what's so hard about it. Really, you fucking take the battery, you put it in there. It seems like every show, you get up on stage. Oh fuck yeah, that's right. It's like, fucking for real.
Yeah, it's like banners, hey Trot. Like
imagine
the
needing
band.
imagine needing a battery for your fucking instrument to work, right? Like
Yeah, like what do you think? It just runs on nothing? Like
You don't need to be calling out Awaken Time in this forum, Trotter. This is about disgust. Okay?
Comments
No,
of
I
disgust do not reflect the opinions of the Two Dudes Talk Music podcast.
And all the buses they get thrown
more than
under.
once. I don't know how many times fucking Jace's guitar's cut out. Kyle's guitar cuts
No,
out.
but ours cut out because of interference, not that they're dead, mate.
Oh,
Fucking
And when guitarists
You know what
make up
doesn't-
shitty ass excuses like
You know
that,
what? You know what doesn't? You know what doesn't cut out due to interference? Drums.
mate, exactly.
I don't know if I stood there
Can't
and
argue
went.
with that.
That's the only interference that I
that's
can
it.
give you.
All right, last question in this one now. If you could go back and talk to your younger self when you were only just starting out on your musical journey, what would you tell yourself?
Oh,
Don't buy a fucking Floyd Rose guitar as your first guitar, you fucking idiot.
That's solid
That is
advice.
some sol-
good.
That's solid fucking advice.
yeah.
Don't fucking do it. Even
Mine would probably
fucking
be,
15 years later, don't buy a fucking Floyd Rose guitar
You
ever.
do-
Just don't buy one ever.
You don't need. You
Just
don't
don't
need.
fucking buy
You
one
don't need
ever.
a wimbo.
There's no need for it.
Mine would probably be like play bass or guitar or something. Don't
That's
Yeah,
the
shit.
load in and load out is pretty horrid.
No, not even that. Do you know how friggin' expensive shit's getting?
Yep. Yep.
Fuck. Cymbals are not cheap, I'll tell you that.
Mine would be and this is advice that anyone can take, is like, don't continue to be in a band with someone just because they're your mate, like, and they take you for a ride. You know, like I've been in, not necessarily DISKUST, but bands before DISKUST. You know, I've had bad members in the band that, you know, weren't pulling their weight and stuff like that. And you know, I've given them the benefit of the doubt because they're a mate, and just kept, you know, taking the excuses. You know, yeah, sweet as, but it never goes anywhere. So that would be my advice to myself. Like,
That's very
get out of
fair.
that shit earlier.
That's very, very fair. All right, let's move it along to the fuck off files.
Hit it.
Kyle, my friend,
Let
you're
me
gonna hit
hit
the
it.
thing.
All right, I'm gonna
We
hit
got
it.
two Kyles. It's all right. We know who we're talking about. We
I'm
know who we're
hitting it.
talking to. He's hitting it. He's hitting the thing. Fuck
Fuck
off
off
files.
files.
Right. So yes, fuck off files. If you haven't seen it before, this is where we talk to our very lovely guests and we say, hey, if you could somehow collect all the musical infinity stones and be fucking like Thanos, snap your fingers and just erase an element of the music industry, business, whatever, from existence, what would it be and why? We already got Kyle's one. Fucking bands taking forever to change. Bands not respecting the run sheet of the show. Really, is probably where that would fall under, right? Like, fucking taking forever to change their thing or playing way longer than their set times. 100, you know, yeah. Like, get over yourself. It's everyone's show. You know, everyone's on the show. It's not just about you. There's more bands to play.
I should say, in saying that, it's for the greater of the show. It's not for like us, for example. It's like we're always conscious of the fact that, hey, if the show's running over, we're going to cut a song or two or fucking three if we have to make sure it's running on time for whoever the headliner band is. So yeah, it's
definitely.
just in general, I think no one ever likes that. So yeah, but
yeah, for sure. Like it's
fuck off.
If you're playing in bands for any decent length of time, you've encountered it. You've encountered the people that do this. I'm quite similar. Like if I'm watching a band, like if I'm playing next, and I'm watching the band before us pack up, and I see the fucking dudes on stage like carefully coiling their cables on stage, and like so I'm like, mate, just fucking throw it in a heap and run the fuck off and coil it up properly somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like don't take fucking 10 minutes to pack up your pedal board when it's a 15-minute changeover. You know?
Yes. Hey,
like
man.
you need to be off that stage in like 3 minutes or you're taking too long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you need that old song, that move, bitch, get out the way.
Get out the way. Get out the way. Absolutely.
Definitely. Fuck yeah.
All right.
That's
Now look,
one of
I know Bo, you were on before. I think we did fuck off files with you before, but do you have another one to contribute?
I do, yeah. Bands that turn up literally 2 minutes before they are about to go on.
Yep.
Fuck off.
Well, they
Come,
do.
come when everyone else comes.
Generally
circulate, talk to us, be friendly. You know,
No one likes a late comer.
That's well.
They just keep on coming.
We're not. None of us are better than anyone else. You know, like, yeah, that shit. Fuck that shit off. And toxicity. Yeah, fuck that off.
At least,
All
like
right,
we always
yeah.
used to have a rule. Like because look, we get life happens, we do.
Yes.
But leave a representative there. Leave a representative of your band to do the networking there for the night. Come to an agreement with the one member of that band. Tell him to stay somewhat corpus mente so they can talk to people. And leave them there at the show.
It happens. Yeah, that's it. Like we're absolutely not talking about like the occasional time when it happens. Like it happens to everyone.
You know who
sometimes.
you are, the people that do it.
You can't there, but it's the people that do it chronically that's obviously the problem here we're talking about. You know, like we appreciate life happens and
literally like the most underestimated quality of being in a band and wanting to be in a somewhat successful band is networking. Networking will get you further in this industry than any talent you think that you may have. Like, I think it's and most of it's natural, right? Like most people don't necessarily have to try.
No, you're all there nerding out. You're there talking about music. It's fucking one space. That's why we love doing this. Just fucking watching grown ass men nerd out.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like if bands are playing all night, say there's like 5-6 bands, and one of the bands that's going on last rocks up just before they play their set and then run straight on stage and then fuck off right after. It's not a good look, and it makes them look like they're too good to be talking to anyone else, and you know they're on up here. You know, we don't associate with those peasants. You know, all that kind of stuff. Fuck that off.
Yeah,
agreed.
100%.
I don't think it's ever been a show that we haven't been able to stay for the whole thing.
Yeah,
we try and make sure we support every band that.
Yeah, that respect, that show of respect is important. It 100% is.
100% it is. Yeah.
All right,
sure.
And Trotters, what's your contribution to the fuck
off
files?
Mine's a bit of a touring one in my fuck off file. I am fucking sick of these airline companies making the early flights as cheap, like cheaper than the normal time flights. Fuck, that pisses me off. It's so fucking early, but it's the cheaper one. You're like, geez, do I save $100? Which for all of us, you know, is like $400.
Or do I get 4 more hours sleep?
Or do I get a few extra hours sleep and then get ripped off?
Especially the times where we fly in super early and then we're not playing till fucking midnight.
Exactly.
We're only little boys, you know, like fuck.
Yeah.
Got to start banking frequent flyer miles.
Speaking as someone who had like a fucking 7:30 a.m. flight to go from Sydney to Perth, which led to us having nothing to do all day except drink, and then almost breaking my face on a coffee table 2 hours before we had to be at the show. I can absolutely agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
First-hand experience.
Yeah. All right. That was really, really good. Now, we have a special segment for this podcast. I put this one in because, you know, obviously the boys have released their new song, Never Have I Ever. So what else are we going to do but play a game of Never Have I Ever?
You ready? I made a cutaway for this.
Oh, you made a cutaway for it.
Yeah,
Are you
I got the
kidding
button
me?
ready.
Awesome.
New segment.
Did it?
You guys got it all going
Let's
on.
go.
Professional and shit.
It's fucking look.
Never have I ever.
Mr. fucking professional Kyle making sure this shit's happening. Okay. So yes, have your drinks ready. It doesn't have to be alcoholic. Whatever you've got to hand is perfectly fine. Now these are all.
I've got to grab a beer.
Okay, no dramas. No, yeah, absolutely. Go and do that. We'll wait for you to come back. I will say these are all music related Never Have I Evers.
Oh, sweet.
So I tried to keep it thematic in that regard as well. But you know, we'll do these with or without explanation. We'll see how we go for time. But yeah, so that's basically going to be it. So while we wait for Kyle to come back anyway, let's just, I wanted to give a shout out. I forgot to mention at the start of the podcast, much love to the boys in Deprivation.
Yes, congratulations.
Boys from Orange winning the opportunity to represent Australia at Wacken this year.
Oh,
fucking well deserved. Those guys have been doing some great work. Much love to Ben and all the boys in Deprivation for getting that one. Stoked. We know you guys are going to be an amazing representation of Australia over there at Wacken. So well done for that, and I can't wait. We're going to try and get them on the podcast once they're back, much like we did with Stoya from Lycanthrope after they did it. So hopefully we can get them on to talk all about that. That's going to be an amazing time for them. So we have a few of these to go through, and as I said, they're all music related. So first one up. Never have I ever been late to rehearsal.
Me never.
Oh wow!
You can't be.
Unless
I
you've
don't
always
think
got to
Todd
be there
ever
early
has.
so you can load in, right?
Mate, I'm
You got so
stressed
much-
out. Mate, I'm on. Nah.
You're the kind of guy that's like, okay, I have to be there at 10, so
Yep.
I will arrive at 1:45, which means I should aim to be there at 9:30 in case there's traffic. And
Exactly
yeah,
right. That's me.
I'm the same. I'm the
That's
same.
him.
I never have I ever used the excuse I have to practice to get out of a social engagement, but then stayed at home and done nothing.
100%.
Never have I ever forgotten a song mid-performance.
Oh yeah. Of course.
I was talking about this today with a guy at work.
I did that on Disappear actually once at the Brass Live.
This is one more for the guitarist amongst us. Never have I ever broken a string during a performance.
Oh yeah.
Say one about
Many
Patrick's.
times.
The way you play, jeez, I'm not surprised.
There was I think the last tour that we had, the Away for a Disgusting Time tour, the last show that we played, I had like my guitar strings, I was like drunk as fuck. I had my guitar strings and I was like ripping them out of my guitar, trying to break them. And like, cause these things have been on there for fucking months, man. Like they should have been cut off a long time before, and just cut like my whole fucking hand open trying to break these things.
Oh no.
It's like any other time they would have broke straight away, but the one time I'm just like, yeah,
Right.
these are done. They got rust and shit all over them, and they're like, no, fuck you.
I'm surprised
Right.
because yeah, you do let your strings go to absolute rust before you even change them.
Yeah, I actually don't really. I can't recall a time I've had strings break in this band, but other
You wanna
bands
know-
it happen fucking all the time.
You want to know what's really crazy though? Like I was, like my one was a fucking, like a low B string on a bass that I fucking broke mid-performance. I don't know how it fucking happened. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I was just going to town on that shit, smacking it real hard. It had been on there for a while, and yeah, fortunately it was the last song of the set, and it was like, it was like the breakdown, so we had like the chorus to finish the song left, and that was it. But fucking yeah, how I managed to break a B string, I'll never know.
Yeah, it's like a power line. It's a power cable. That.
Yeah, exactly. Never
That's
have
like
I
my
ever.
only.
Sorry,
I
go
would
on.
say that's like my only saving grace because I play an 8-string. So if a string does break,
You got
Yeah,
seven
you
others.
got plenty of room to work around it.
yeah.
Never have I ever lied to someone saying I liked their performance when I didn't.
Oh, come on.
Good set, bro.
Great set, bro. That was amazing.
I can't recall one, but I probably.
I
have.
mean, yeah, most probably.
Never have I ever gone. Now, okay, I'll caveat this next one by saying it's during a time when you're active in a band. Never have I ever gone a month or more without practicing.
That's disgust all over.
Oh wait, yeah. So practicing as a band or even individually. Or...
Either or.
I'm glad
Either
we are
as
doing
individual.
shots. This is.
Well,
This
so
would be a
yeah, we'd be
massive turning
fucking
point.
gone.
This would be a
I
massive
mean, look,
turning point.
see, for me, I consider practice to be an individual thing and rehearsal to be the band thing. Like, you don't practice at rehearsal. Rehearsal is a different thing to practice. In my head, anyway. Like, I see a definition between the two. Like, if you're, especially if you're at a rehearsal space, it's a bit different if it's like here, you know, like I've got a space here where we can come and rehearse here and just whatever. Like, it's kind of amalgam, but if you're paying for rehearsal space, especially, and you're, you know, having to relearn songs that you should know already, and it's like a regular issue, you know, you're wasting everyone's time, in my view.
You're out.
We only rehearse now when
Fuck
we've got
off.
a show.
Fuck off, file.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Let's throw that one in there. Never have I ever arrived at a rehearsal or show only to realize I have forgotten an essential piece of gear.
No, I never had that. I was a singer. So.
Drum key. Always forget drum keys.
Yep. Fucking
I
singers
left the
able to
fucking
just
guitar
walk in,
at
not having to
the
worry
hotel
about it.
one time.
Banners, Trotter.
And banners.
I wouldn't
Yep.
consider banners an essential piece of gear, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
I just want
We
to
were
be
playing
got-
in Melbourne we were playing in Melbourne one time, and literally we were 10 minutes before we played, and I forgot my guitar. It was in the hotel.
Yes.
Oh, no.
I was like, and with our fucking songs, we play with we play in several tunings with a drop tuner, so it's not like it's hard to find just any guitar around.
Yeah.
I play with some shitty Schecter fucking thing.
Wow. All right. And the last one here. Never have I ever considered abandoning playing music.
No.
No, I did.
I think it's all. I think, it's the kind of thing where I think for a lot of us it crosses our mind at some point. For me, like every time I'm kind of out of a band, I'm like, I'm just fucking. I won't worry about trying to do a band again. I'll just maybe like jam on my own occasionally, but whatever. And then you get the itch, right?
Yeah.
Then you get the itch, and you're like, oh, what if I just what if I just looked around and saw what's there?
I haven't got that.
And then some shit happened. And look,
Just a little look won't hurt.
Yeah, a little look's not going to hurt anything. And then next thing you know, you fucking
next thing you know,
building your
you're
gear
on a
up
fucking
again
stage
and
with the crowd, and you're fucked.
Yeah. Although Kyle got out. Kyle got out.
Yeah, or you
out
can do the
for
other
most
alternative and start podcasting and talking to bands
part.
just to keep
Another
yourself in
good
there.
option.
That's a.
Or you can just admit complete failure and start a cover band. I am kidding.
We will all get there at some point.
I am kidding. Yeah,
Spend
we'll
your
all
time
become
heaps to
weekend warriors.
musicians, and you buy yourself new toys, and the itch starts again. And
Yeah. See, it's happening.
you're
It's
watching
happening.
all these
It's coming
people have
back.
mad times, and you miss the music. And
We'll see you on
miss the
stage
stage.
soon, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. Let's get it happening, man. The Beer Buddy project.
Beer Buddy and the Schooners.
there you go.
That's it.
There you go.
That's it.
I haven't thought about
There
it.
you
No,
go.
I
That's
haven't
amazing.
thought about it at all. I haven't thought about it at all.
Discuss
Look
will
at this
open for you.
logo and fucking.
Yeah, discuss, and then we'll get fucking Skunk Bone and Nuclear Vision on that bill as well, and we'll just like you fucking
I'll stand out,
supporting Beer Buddy
See
and the
how quickly
Schooners.
it's coming to reality.
I know.
Yeah, there you go. You got your debut sorted, mate. Easy.
Jeez.
Now you just need to get the album done. I got some great, mate. I got great rates over at Raf's Place.
Oh,
you
you
should,
do too.
check out Raf's Place. Give us a buzz for your
So I've
recording
just got to
needs.
relearn how to play guitar properly. Write it.
There's really no excuse.
No,
here.
we'll just program everything, bro. We'll program everything. It's fine. You don't need to play nothing these days. You can program drums. I got the good fucking guitar and everything plugin. It's fine. You don't need it. And we got auto. It's perfect. We'll fucking.
Let's do it.
It's fine. We'll fix it in post.
Fix it in post, like we do here.
Oh my! We don't fix shit, man. Have you watched our videos back? Jesus Christ!
Some of them pretty some of
Oh
the
my
audio,
God.
it's getting better.
Slowly. Jesus Christ! A fucking snail would be going faster than we're getting better with this, mate. But
It's natural content. This is what we bring to the people. No bells and whistles,
Absolutely.
just the raw emotion and lack
The
of knowledge on what to actually fucking do.
raw cum.
Yeah. All over the place. It looks like if you were to light a UV light, it
It would look like
that's why-
your
Look like a
backdrop.
That's why it's
Look
always
like
so dim. That's why
Yeah.
Kyle has it so dim in the back. Just
That's it.
you'd be.
Hey, Low
fucking-
RB, thank you very, very much for the follow. I have no idea why that didn't come up in our little magic box, but yeah,
Oh yeah,
He's
that's
got a
right.
dragon on his head.
I do.
Yes, he does.
he does.
Oh shit, it's spitting fire and everything. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys playing along with that game. It was
That was cool. I like that.
a little
That's
cool.
bit of
Cool.
fun. We like that. We like that. You know, it's a bit.
Scott.
But look, but seriously, like, thank you guys so much for coming on the podcast. We really appreciate
Nah,
it.
thank you.
Of course, man. Anytime.
And again, like, I can't express enough how much I'm loving Never Have I Ever. Although I do have one small bone to pick. The audio only version does still not seem to be on YouTube Music. I don't know what's going on there. The film clip's on YouTube,
yeah,
Yeah.
so go,
but
go.
in the YouTube Music app, it still doesn't seem to be showing up as an individual song. I don't know if you guys are aware of that.
Kyle, get onto it.
Jace,
But,
if Jace is still here, get onto DistroKid.
And make sure none
But
of you
yeah.
go anywhere because at the end of the stream,
We are going to be playing the video at the end of the stream. So if you're yet to see it, then this is the perfect opportunity to do so.
And then you go watch it again to give them the hit.
Then you can go. Then you can go watch our reaction video. Then you can go watch them on fucking the thing on YouTube.
Again and again.
You can say, just keep fucking playing it on repeat
on high
because
rotation.
it is seriously like it is one of the best. I think in terms of a complete package, like the production, the songwriting, the film clip, everything. I genuinely think it's one of the best that I've seen from an Aussie band all year. You guys are 100%. You guys are out in front. You guys need to be. Like I said, if people aren't listening to you guys, I don't know what else I need to fucking tell them to get them to do it. Because if they listen, then if they listen to that shit, they will fucking get it, and they will be all right on there. I can't imagine any metalhead listening to that and not enjoying it.
No, thanks for your support, man. That's awesome.
It's really appreciate it, lads.
And like I said, every single word that we've said in the reaction video, like I said, that was 100% truth, 100% genuine. Like we had so much.
I just
fun
love watching
that and
people's
analyzing
reactions
it.
to that last breakdown.
Oh man.
The filth is real.
Oh.
The filth is real. It's so good. I love it. I love a good breakdown, man. I love it.
Talking about too, and it was so funny because we were literally having the conversation the night before we watched that video, and it's the ear candy, the re-listenability, those added extra layers that are in there that you might not do live, but they're in there on the main track, and you're just like, did I hear that? Oh, I'm going to listen to it again. And then you hear something else, and you find something new, and it just it's
all those little bits, those little extra bits in the background they're subtle, but without them, it makes a difference. It makes all the difference between a song that's that's a good song, and a song where you're like, there's always something interesting going on. There's always something to listen back to, like the little fucking like in the background on stuff. Just all those little elements that are not the most prominent things in the mix, but they're there and they're like subconsciously keeping your attention with the song. And that's something that a lot of bands don't really think about. That you should. It's a way to step up your game. If you're working on material at the moment, if you're a band that's writing shit, or you're trying to work out how to get your stuff to go to the next level, you need to consider the little ear candy things, because they will make a difference. They will take your song to the next level 100%.
Hats off to Jace on that one too. Like he wrote that song, and fuck, he's a phenomenal writer too. So
on that as well, I mean, while we're talking about writing the stuff, is it generally like everyone's bringing different things in, or is it usually like one or two of you guys that do most of it, with everyone kind of adding their own flavor on the?
Yeah, so Jace does all the writing, so he'll get the main part of it down.
Yep.
And then everyone will just add their little bit of flair to it, I suppose.
Nice.
We all take to it like sharks on chum.
What?
We all take to it like sharks on chum.
Yeah, exactly. Jace is someone who will put a song in our chat, or send us a song and be like, hey, what do you think of this, rah? And you'll listen to it and you'll be like, holy shit. Don't change a damn thing, that's fucking awesome.
Most of the time, yeah.
Most of the time, He's like, I might change it up a little bit, You're just like, fuck, I wish I could do that. Like, so yeah, he's a little whiz.
That's awesome. That's really good. Well, look, once again, thank you so much. We can't express our gratitude enough for you guys giving us that early opportunity, jumping on the podcast to have a chat to us here. Anytime you guys want to come back, please feel free. Let us know. We will more than gladly have you guys back on, mate. Jace, I will. Don't tell me to quit sucking up, Jace. I will continue to suck until I get the cum. Okay. Because that's how we go. Like that's how we get people to come back. Okay, we got to suck up. No, but seriously,
Tell
like,
your friends.
In all seriousness, it's awesome. I love everything that you guys are doing at the moment. You're absolutely kicking ass. And once again, if you're not listening to Discuss, sort your fucking life out, because you really need. You have a word with yourself, and then go and listen to fucking Discuss on whatever platform of choice is, because you need that shit in your life.
stealing that slogan.
Jay
right
says
away.
Jay says he was talking to the DISKUST boys, not to us when he was talking about sucking
Oh,
up.
fuck off, Jace.
I just said all them nice things about you, Jace.
Yeah.
It's the last time I do that.
That's on
Shouldn't he be
camera.
working
You-
or something?
No
Fucking...
backsies.
No, yep, no takesies backsies. You can't do that shit. So before we go, is there any last shit that you guys want to plug? We'll run through those dates again, but is there anything else that people should check out, people should be aware of, keep an eye out for?
Yeah, we got
Get
new
ready
music on the
for
way. We got
Meteorite.
new music. It's coming, so keep an eye out for that.
Wonderful.
Next single
All
will
right.
be a little bit different.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm intrigued now. I'm very, very keen to see what's going on there. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get another fucking reaction video to it. We shall see. I don't know.
If we're lucky.
But let's rattle off those dates again. So that was Ballarat on the 23rd of June, Melbourne on the 24th of June, Bundaberg on 25th of August, Gladstone on the 26th of August at that massive fucking festival that's going to be happening, and Brisbane on the 16th of September. So if you're around there, any of those areas, fucking get your ass down there, buy some merch, because fuck knows bands need the merch sales these days.
Fuck yeah.
And
Amen.
and yeah, let's.
I think we'll be playing. I think we'll be playing the new song as well live.
Oh yes, there you go. So you get to see the new song live. That's going to be awesome. All right. Well, Kyle, if you've got the song ready to tee up, do you? Are you ready to go when we're ready to finish that one?
Most certainly do.
Most certainly do. All right. Well, thank you once again to Kyle, Bo, and old mate Trotters there. And we will see you guys next time. Once again, just make sure let's all be kind to each other out here. Let's all just make it all about love, because the world needs more of that. Yeah. So let's be kind to one another. Take care of yourselves. Peace out.
Thanks,
and
boys. Thanks for having us.
This is DISKUST. Never have I ever. Thank you so much.
Thank you.